Welcome to the 60 Plus Podcast.
I'm Janet.
And I'm Joe.
Go ahead, Joe.
Our weekly episodes touch on all things 60 Plus with humor, information, and inspiration. As a reminder, you can find us on all major platforms, and it's free. We just ask you to follow us and share it with your friends so we can reach more people.
Oh my God, that sounded so professional.
Well, I had a professional scriptwriter write that out for me.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's done. Phew.
Well,
Now we can move
semi-professional.
on.
How are you, Janet?
I'm good.
What are we talking about today?
Well, we have a nostalgia episode, and it's things we used to say that we would never say now.
Okay.
And then if we have time, we might reverse that and have reverse nostalgia. Things that we say now that we would have never said before.
Ah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
do it.
Now let's do it.
Okay.
Who's going to start?
I'll start. How about ask that guy at the gas station for directions?
There was always a running joke that men would never ask for directions.
Right. And I think that's still true.
I've always asked for directions.
Really?
Am I not a
Well,
man?
you're a special kind of guy, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. And I always ask for directions when I'm literally right around the corner.
From your house?
No. No, I'd be halfway down the road. I'd navigate my way, I always had this sort of intuitive sense of direction.
Uh-huh.
And I would get most of the way there and I'd be like, oh, okay, I still haven't found it. I'm going to ask the guy at the gas station for directions. And they'd be like, it's right down the road. You're like, okay, now I feel like a complete idiot.
Well, now,
We don't need that.
is the guy in the gas station going to be able to know
No,
to give you directions?
no, because everybody looks at their phone on GPS.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. So,
I do it just out of habit,
right.
even if I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
It's just nice to have.
So I have a love-hate relationship with GPS, I have
Do
to
you?
admit. I still really love maps, which won't be on this list, right, because of that. But I think it's just so nice to be able to see the bigger picture. And when you're on GPS, you don't always get that. So you get it maybe in the very beginning when you're looking for which route you're going to take. But then once you choose, it's the next turn. And that's all you get. And then if you decide you want to go a different way and they keep on trying to make a U-turn and you're like, I don't want to go, I want to go this way. So yeah, I'm not a big fan. I like to figure things out for myself and then ask the guy at the gas station.
Have I ever told you the story about I was traveling on business? It was when MapQuest first came out.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I was traveling on business to a city I'd never been to, and I had, 4 or 5 appointments lined up in a row. So I would print out at the office, because you couldn't do it on your phone then,
Yeah.
I would print out the directions from my hotel to appointment number 1.
Right. So that would be one of the things that you would have said back then. You're never going to say now, which is did you print out the directions?
So then I would print out directions from appointment number 1 to appointment number 2,
Right.
and so on and so forth.
That is quite cumbersome when you
It was
put it
very
that way.
cumbersome, especially when appointment number 3 canceled and you still had to drive to their office because you didn't know how
And
to
you
get
didn't have
from
access to MapQuest.
from appointment number 2 to appointment number 4.
Yeah, when you think about it that way, GPS is pretty cool.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, what else would you maybe not say now that you would have said back then?
All right, so the ashtray in my 1974 Chevy Nova,
Yeah.
72 Chevy Nova, sorry, was filled with quarters
Yes.
and toll tokens.
Oh yeah, toll tokens.
Because you could buy toll tokens at a
Yeah,
discount.
don't need that anymore. You got your Easy Pass.
Right.
So I do still keep quarters in my car, I have to admit.
Why?
Because sometimes when I'm parking in the city, I don't want to use the apps.
I love
And I
the
just
apps.
want to feed if the meter already has 20 minutes on it, then you could just feed a few more quarters in it. But if you won't get that 20 minutes if
On the app.
on the app.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
that
there's a
requires-
method to my madness.
That would require that the person that parked there before you put quarters in the meter.
Correct. So you could start a whole new domino
I
effect.
don't know the last time I saw a meter.
What? No, usually most meters you can still feed them with quarters or use the app
I just see a kiosk.
or a credit card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, keep the quarters. Love quarters.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about like when we were on the phones, but way back when,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd say like, okay, I need to call collect,
Oh.
right? And you'd have to like talk to the operator.
Well, I don't know if younger people today would even know what collect means because we were paying for calls by the call.
Right.
If it was long distance, I'm making air quotes,
Yeah,
long
like,
distance.
ooh, don't call long distance. And then there were certain hours that you should call long
Mm-hmm.
distance. It was
Mm-hmm.
cheaper.
Yep.
Yep.
We used
It was
to
a
do
whole
this thing
thing.
if you were if you were flying somewhere, for instance, and my mom would say, "Call me when you get there."
Right.
Now that didn't mean to call her and talk to her. It
Right.
meant call collect, and she would refuse the charges.
Ah, interesting. Just so you know you were there.
It
And
was
now it's like, text me when you get home.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Interesting.
other thing, I mean, remember dialing 411 for, we called it information, but I guess it was called directory assistance.
Yeah.
And they have them look up a phone number for you?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, remember phone books? Books?
Books?
Books? Phone books? Yes, I remember these very well.
I do remember phone books. I had a business at one time that I had a Yellow Pages ad.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we used to use them for booster seats.
I can't remember the last time I saw a phone book.
No, I know. It's crazy. Okay, so how about when we used to watch TV and remember when we first were able to tape, it was like, don't tape over my show.
Don't tape over my show. Well, trying to get the VCR programmed to record your show.
Yeah.
With your VCR, was the 12 always flashing because you really?
Yes. Yes, it was quite annoying. Yeah.
Now,
And we'd always had to rewind the tapes before you sent them back to
be kind.
rewind.
And,
Yeah.
and they would charge you like $2 if you didn't rewind or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It was
so
the
that-
worst.
We never have to worry about that again.
It was the worst to pick up a movie and you're all set to watch it and you had to rewind.
Right.
And you'd sit there for like 5 minutes while the whole movie rewound.
Yeah.
What else we got? This is one I'm a little on the fence about because listening to records.
We just did an episode about this, like what's retro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still listen to records.
Yeah. So turn the record over.
Turn the record over. Yep.
No.
Put the needle on the record.
That's not very prevalent these days, apparently. you
No,
know.
most people don't.
Streaming and
Most
all of
people
that good
don't
stuff.
listen to vinyl,
Right.
but it's fun too.
It is fun too.
All right. There's another telephone one
What's that?
where you pick up the phone and you have to wait for the dial tone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's no dial tones. I
There's
mean,
no-
even on an office phone now, I don't think you get a dial tone.
I think maybe you do. Like
If
in
you dial
hotels,
9.
you get a dial tone, right? Because you're dialing the operator or you're dialing housekeeping or something like
Do you
that.
get a dial tone?
And there
I
might be different extensions.
Hmm,
So it's
okay.
not completely gone out of our lexicon,
Okay.
but it has mostly gone.
Okay.
One of the ones I like is when I think about work, it was like use whiteout.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
You know, remember
Mhm.
how like everything had to be like copied on carbon paper or,
Mhm.
you know, is there any carbon paper? You're like, what?
I had a job one time where it was we processed a lot of paperwork, and there was carbonless forms. You remember carbonless forms?
I think so, yeah.
So it would be like multiple pages bound together that were like perforated at the top so you could tear them apart, and you would write on it, but it would transfer it to all the other pages down below.
Right, right.
So that was like so
Cutting
much
edge.
so much better than carbon paper.
Cutting edge.
It was. It
Well,
was.
don't you remember the old overhead projectors,
Oh, sure.
right? And you'd have those like films.
The transparencies.
Yeah, the transparency.
Yep.
It's like get the transparencies. Or when you had to take a disc to the computer lab for them
Oh.
to process it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like that's never going to happen again.
So remember mimeograph machines, the purple ink?
I don't know if I ever really used those.
Really?
That
You
might be
never-
before my time, Joe.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh gosh, no, right
'Cause
through
you know
high school.
You are much older than I am.
No, not that much. I'm not 12 years older because I remember in high school getting the you'd get a quiz, and it was on Mimeo paper. It was like this purplish ink, and it had this smell.
Yeah.
There's a scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High where the teacher hands out all the papers, and all the kids pick up the paper and they smell it because it's got that Mimeo smell.
Well, I was just thinking about the library too, where like, look it up in the library cards.
The card catalog
Yeah, the card catalog,
with the
right?
Dewey
The Dewey
Decimals.
Decimal
Yeah.
System. Like, psh, don't have to do that anymore.
Those are some classic things that
So it's things we used to say that we definitely don't say anymore. But then there's a bunch of things that we say now that we would have never said before.
this is the reverse
Yeah.
nostalgia that we're
Yeah.
talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in tech, when I think about tech, where's my phone? We're always looking for our phones, right? Where's my phone? Well, yeah, I didn't have to look for it when it was plugged into the wall.
My dad knew a guy that worked at the phone company, so he got him to install an extra long cord. So you
Yeah.
could take the phone to
Oh,
just
yeah.
about any room in the house.
Yeah. And you'd, of course, try to go as far as you possibly can. And then
course.
sometimes you'd snap it off the wall.
No.
Or where's my charger for that
Right.
matter?
Yep.
What? Like nobody back then wouldn't even know what the heck you were talking about,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, communications has completely changed, right?
it sure has. I find myself on more Zoom calls than I ever would have expected.
Right. And remember when you first started using Zoom and it was like, oh, I have to unmute myself.
You see people talking, and
Right.
it reminds me of
Or the worst case, the other case where you
Where you're-
were unmuted and you're like,
yelling at
somebody's
ye-
going to the
yeah.
bathroom or something.
There was a pandemic meme
Yeah.
where someone had brought their computer into the bathroom. It reminds me of back in the day when conference calls were like a big thing.
Right.
That was high tech.
Yep.
And you'd always hear, put yourself on mute because there's some extraneous noise.
Right.
It was almost like nobody knew how to use the technology of a
Right.
telephone.
Right. Right. And now it's a computer.
Yep.
So other things like, oh, we're texting each other, right? And so he's like, oh, send me the link.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's so fast, right? And everything's
is.
so immediate.
It is.
So I guess that's good news. Follow me,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we say that every week, right?
Starting to.
Yep.
Yeah, follow me on socials. FaceTime me. Like these are all things that we say as a matter of
Do you
fact.
FaceTime people very often?
Sometimes, yeah, I do because I have a lot of friends who are far away and it's nice to see their face.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than Zoom calls, which are more professional and business kind of stuff, I don't FaceTime with family or friends very
No?
much.
No?
No, and it might be because I'm an Android guy and I don't have
Oh,
FaceTime.
maybe, yeah.
Although you can't, there are
That would make sense.
there are other applications you can use to do it.
It's probably why we haven't FaceTime either, right, Joe?
We see each other enough that we don't really need to. Let's see. I'm a big binge watcher.
Oh my God. Yeah. So people always say, what are you binging?
What are you binging?
What are you watching? What are you binging?
Can you imagine saying that? Like,
No, it'd be like,
30
what are you
years ago?
talking about? Food or
Food.
what? Like binge eating? I don't know. I just ate a bunch of pretzels. I don't,
what are you binging? Is there anything you're binging?
I'm not, I have to say I'm not a big binger in the
No.
summer. I rarely even watch TV in the summer because
Okay.
I'm out and about,
Okay.
and I much rather be, out and about than watching TV on a beautiful summer evening. But I have
You have
binged.
a much more interesting life than I do, apparently.
Well, I don't know. That's a matter of perspective, I suppose. But I have binged stuff before, but I'm mostly because I have HBO. I mostly binge. And again, what's the definition of binge? Like 3 episodes in a row?
Where
half hour episodes in
well,
a row?
I think the definition changes from person to person. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, I binged the whole series over the weekend."
Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't do that, but I will get hooked on a show and then watch nothing else until I'm done with that
Well,
show.
that I do, but sometimes I have to wait for the weekly because I'm like on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll, oh, great, there's a new episode I can
Mhm.
watch now. So when I do sit down to watch TV, I will go to those shows that I, really like
hmm
and hope that there's a new episode.
That's
So,
kind of like the old days where, if it was Sunday night at
yeah,
7 o'clock and you
exactly.
didn't see it,
Except you had to sit down at a certain
exactly.
time, whereas now I can sit down once a week and go through the 5 shows that I've been tracking.
There's something that we used to say that we don't say anymore. I'm going back to the previous
Well,
segment.
that's confusing, Joe.
Where's the TV guide?
Yeah. Although TV Guide is still on the TV.
Well, it's on the TV,
Yeah.
but it's not a book.
Right.
That was one of the main
There's
reasons.
a lot of things that aren't printed anymore. Let's face it,
That
right?
was one of the main reasons to get a Sunday newspaper was so you got the free
Version, not the Reader's Digest
not
TV
the
Guide
TV
version.
guide.
Yeah.
official TV guide.
Yes. So yeah, so other things that we say now that we wouldn't have said before. I downloaded it.
What would that mean?
I don't know. Are you unloading a truck from up above and you downloaded it?
Mm.
What's your Wi-Fi password?
Oh, people come over my house and it's always
That's
what's
the first thing. Or you go into a coffee shop, or you're always like,
There's
do
a
you guys
little
have
black-
Wi-Fi?
a little
And then
blackboard with the
now
Wi-Fi
you find
password.
yourself like looking around.
Mhm.
Where's their Wi-Fi? Do they have? And then you don't ask. It's like asking for directions, right? You don't ask unless it's not posted or it's not on the menu or a number of places. But I don't have it publicly posted in my home.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Why? All those strangers that are coming over, you don't want them logging onto your Wi-Fi?
Well, I don't know. I never really thought about it.
I had a neighbor that was stealing my Wi-Fi one time.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of like stealing your cable or something.
Well, so I found out and I was like, how am I going to do something about this? I didn't have it password
How
protected.
could you have found out about that?
His login was very obvious it was him. When I checked who was logged in because our Wi-Fi was very slow at one time. This is early on with Wi-Fi when like soon after you had to plug your computer in to get internet, and it had really slowed down. And I was like, "What's going on?" So I checked who was logged in, and I could tell it was my neighbor. I password protected it. It wasn't password protected prior to that.
And you changed the
And
password.
I gave it a password so he couldn't log in. And then he had the nerve to ask me
For the password.
if he could use my Wi-Fi
So funny.
from across the street.
And what did you say?
I said, we use it a lot, and I really don't want the extra the bandwidth going
Yeah.
down. We use it quite a bit, so
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. You didn't bust him, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
you had to see the guy and cross the street all the time. I don't want to embarrass him.
No, well, you're nice that way.
I am nice.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'll just Venmo you.
oh,
More and more people are using that in our age group.
all
too,
the
so.
time. I really
So
started
easy.
using it when my kids were in college.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, Dad, I need some money. I need to get some groceries. And it was just like instant.
Yeah.
Okay, you got $50 in your account now.
Yeah.
It was great.
Gone are the days somebody has to send you a check.
It was great.
Mhm.
But I still get a kick out of like if you go to a farmer's market and you can pay them with Venmo at the
Yeah.
farmer's.
Or your babysitter.
I get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny.
How about like, Alexa, turn on the lights. Alexa, what's the weather? Google, what's the,
Mhm.
all those listening
Who
devices.
the heck is Siri?
And why Siri?
I don't know. I'm sure there were lots of research as to why.
And Siri can be different people too.
Different voices.
Yeah, I did recently. I did change it to an Irish man, and he's kind of got a little bit of attitude because I'll be like, "Hey Siri," and he'll be like, "Uh-huh." Like, what do you want?
Uh-huh.
I don't really like him. I'm gonna change
Well,
him.
change it back.
I'm gonna change it again. Yeah.
I have smart speakers all over my house, and they turn on my lights. They turn on my air conditioning. When I approach my house at night, the lights come on automatically. It's great.
Do 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 do
I
do.
think it's fantastic.
It is.
And the lights go off at certain time. The patio
Well,
lights.
you're
go off.
all teched out. You got
I
the
am.
smartwatch again. Let me see. Let me check my smartwatch to see how I slept. I don't know. I just find that a little much.
Have you ever done it?
I know how I slept. Why would I be
No,
asking my
no.
watch?
No, it tells you so much more.
Oh, I don't know, Joe. I think it's information overload.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but you don't even have a smartwatch.
No, I don't.
Okay.
For that reason, although my daughter wants me to get one in case
In case you
fall.
fall.
I'm like, wow, we are not there yet, are we? But apparently,
you
I
have
guess.
fallen.
Well, that's a different story. I have to tell everybody.
I think you've told people that before.
I had a reason.
I chose to
I had
fall.
a reason
I
for
chose
falling.
to fall. No, the stairway at your house, the railing stops before the stairway ends.
Yeah, and I didn't turn on the hallway light. I just went down in the
See,
dark.
if you had your lights connected to Siri,
It would just automatically go on.
you could say, Siri,
would
turn on the lights.
Well, I could have also just reached over and turned on the light switch.
Sounds like a lot of work.
God, I think that's the thing, with all of these changes, we're getting lazy, and everything's a couple of things. Everything's so much faster, and as you get older, right, you're like trying to slow down, and you're like, yeah, I'm not even gonna take my phone. I've been doing that more and more, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
No? What do you mean no?
No, I always
Don't
take my
tell
phone.
me no.
I always take my phone.
Well, no.
I've
Well,
told
now
you,
I
if
have
I go into
to.
the basement, I take my phone with me in case I fall on the stairs. Unlike,
But you have a smartwatch. Can't you just program it to detect
I don't
that
do
you've
the
fallen?
automatic fall detection.
Well, maybe you should think about that.
Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't always wear the smartwatch. Sometimes I wear a regular watch.
Although I have to say now, I do want to have my phone on me at all times because
Well, I don't want to presuppose what you're about to say.
no, you know why. I don't know if
Because you're an impending grandmother.
yes, I am.
Yes.
That's a whole nother episode, I think.
Being an impending
Preparing
grandmother.
yourself emotionally for being a grandmother.
Okay, maybe we can do that as an episode.
Yeah. All right. Maybe next week.
Are you freaking out?
I don't think I'm very excited.
I know you are.
I'm very excited. So if I'm freaking out, it's in a positive way.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't mean like
Yeah.
freaking out like,
Am I nervous? I'm nervous with the idea that I'm going to have to watch that baby very early on,
mm-hmm.
but that's okay. I can handle it.
Do you think our listeners might have some things that they say now that they never would have said before? Or
I think
or the
probably
other?
they do. There were probably a lot that we missed.
I'm
and
sure.
Certainly, please let
sure.
us know.
Yeah, leave a comment in the Spotify comment section.
Yeah, where you're hitting the follow button.
Hitting the follow button. Follow us.
Follow us.
Yeah.
Share.
That means something different now than it would have meant 35 years ago.
Exactly.
Follow me. Follow me. Follow us.
Walk this way.
All right.
All right.
That was a fun episode.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, not right now. Thanks.
Just thought I'd ask.
All right. I appreciate that.
All right. That's it for this week's episode of the 60 Plus Podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Janet. Bye.